Welcome to DWE Mainframe. My name is Automatic and I'm the voice of digital wrestling entertainment. And tonight we look to continue on our search, on our journey to find the four pillars that this company's foundation will rest upon in this digital age. Matches showcasing talent from our three respective divisions, that being the Y-Fly division, the dual band division, and the mainstream division. And of these 5 matches, we'll see in the Y-Fly division, Rey Karnival take on Braindead. Following that, a dual band matchup between Dragons and Dead Meat. We'll see our second Y-Fly competition of the night, and that'll feature Nyxus Corvax taking on Jonah Yoder. Our main event will feature Hamza, Al-Sariq going against Peter's Rottentail in the mainstream division. But up next, we kick things off with a dual band matchup between the Crash Test Dummies and the Bowen brothers.
Now making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 423 pounds, they are the team of Matt and Splash, the Crash Test Dummies.
We got Matt leading the charge to the ring, followed by his tag team partner Splash. These two, tell you what, the look tells you all you need to know. They do compete in our singles matchups from time to time, but this is where they've had the most productivity, is when they match up and they team together. I don't know if that comes as any surprise or any shock to you, but you see them both there firing each other up. Splash being the quicker of the two, Matt having a more wrestling background. I'm going to be honest, I don't know how much that's going to fare against these two brothers, because these two brothers, well, I'll let their look say it all.
Their opponents have a combined weight of 453 pounds. Eli and Levi, the Bowen brothers.
As you see there, Levi leading to the ring, followed in tow by the older brother Eli. He's got the duct tape over his mouth. He's a man of very few words, but very big action, I'll tell you that much. They are a physical, very in-your-face tag team. No bullshit, no rhyme or reason really to why they do anything. They just like to hurt people, I'll be honest. We get a great shot there of that very creative skin, flesh, fillet-esque mask these two brothers wear. Very many monikers they go by to describe them perfectly. I was always a big fan of their sick swine persona, but nevertheless, looks like Eli's going to start things off here against Matt as the bell rings. Matt charges across the ring just to get dropped flat on his stomach and then kicked in the side of the head. I don't know if that was the wisest choice you could make against the Bowen brothers here, as we're going to get a quick tag. Levi's going to come into the ring with that stiff kidney shot. Just kind of play off that aggressive style. The isolation here, keeping him in the corner, that's very smart by the Bowen brothers. You're going to see that, the chemistry that those two possess. I know I say it a lot, but oof. Nice shot to the shin there. I know I say it a lot, but again, another team here in this dual band division that executes that chemistry very well, to the detriment of a lot of their opponents that maybe aren't on the same page. He's going to send him back here in the corner again. He's going to tag Eli back in, and Eli's going to look to slam down onto that forearm. Slap to the back of the head, kick to the stomach, pop to the back. Matt getting a little bit of life. Nice single leg drop kick as he fights his way out. He's going to instantly head to the corner. Let Splash get involved in the action. Maybe try to recuperate what he might have lost there charging across the ring in the beginning. Here comes a little charge of his own from Splash with a nice jumping clothesline. Going to bring Eli to his feet here. Ooh, and a nice super kick. Splash is going to head to the top. This is where he's most effective. Comes off with a huge body splash. I more or less expected a cover there, but I guess Splash has other things in mind. He's going to get him in the collar elbow tie up here, send him into his own corner. Maybe look for the tag. Before he can get there, Eli looks to be fighting his way out of it and hits him with his own body splash. They find themselves almost back in the center of the ring here. Eli's got to send him into the turnbuckle. Tough. Splash slams into the mat. Eli brings him back to his feet and a huge sidewalk slam. I could hear that one all the way up here. Eli going to bring him to his feet once more. Throw him back into that corner. Looks like we're going to get another tag here. Ooh, Levi with a big shot to the kidney there. He's a fan of those punches. Matt caught one earlier here. He's going to hit him with some sort of improvised driver. He's going to look for a cover. Doesn't even get a 1 count off as Matt kicks him. Levi's in chase. Stiff shot to the face. Drop kick for your troubles. He crashes to the outside. Levi heads across, sends a knee to Splash. Heads to the opposite corner. Calling for him to rise to his feet. Comes back up behind. Oh my goodness, a big double-footed stomp to the back of the skull. That's got to be it. I don't see Splash kicking out of this one. And that's 3. The Bowen brothers going to secure this victory pretty easily, and they're going to find themselves moving on in the dual band division. One step closer to crowning themselves as our inaugural dual band division champions. Pretty easy victory. I don't know that Crash Test Dummies were really able to ever solidify any offense other than Splash landing that super click and the big splash off the top rope. Matt was never really to do anything. I think his highlight of the match was breaking up that first initial count that might have ended it. Anyways, we move on, where we'll come to the first of our 2 Y-Fly division matchups tonight. Rey Karnival will see Braindead in the middle of the ring. Here he comes, the king of the party, the life of Mardi Gras, Rey Karnival, as he salutes the Mainframe logo. Not really sure what he has in that cup, but either way, he's smooth in the ring and he's smooth down the rampway as he gyrates. I can tell you what, couldn't catch me being that smooth. Fans love him, we love him. I don't know how his opponent tonight's going to feel about him, Braindead, but we'll see what the Bourbon Street Breaker has in mind. Interesting to note, both these competitors coming out tonight, both feature finishing moves where they do 630 sentons. Insane. Insane. I don't know that I could jump and do a 360 without getting dizzy. A 630 senton? I mean, I don't even know how many rotations that is. I just know it's a lot, and I would never try it. So, you know, you got one who carries a cup to the ring. I'm left to assume that that's what provides him with the mental fortitude to attempt a maneuver like that. And the other goes by the name of Braindead, which you'd have to absolutely be to attempt anything like that in the ring. So, as Braindead makes his way to the ring here. It's an interesting matchup in a sense that these two going against each other is something that I could see in a finals. You know, this could be the finals matchup of a tournament like this, and we're getting this here in the first round. So that's exciting. You know, they on paper share a lot of similarities, especially in the ring. A lot of the things that these two attempt in the ring, it's a mirror match. It's a lot of watching, you know, the same guy basically go against himself. You know, just the looks are different. So I'm excited to see who's going to move on. If you're just tuning in now, last week we had Mr. Memo, the sticky one, take on Happy Thrillmore, an exciting opening bout not only our first match on Mainframe, but that was the first match of the Y-Fly divisional tournament, which again, this is basically a division for anybody that falls under that 225 threshold. So these two back in their corner looking to start this match off. Looks like they're going to meet in the middle here, lock up. What do we got in mind, boys? Looks like maybe a little chain wrestling. Who's going to get the upper hand of this if they both fight for the advantage? It looks like Rey Karnival is going to lock that wrist up, twist that arm a little bit. Braindead rolls out into a kip up, cartwheel. Now he's got the wrist locked. I said a little earlier like it wouldn't have me screaming. Torques it a little bit more, sends him flying into the corner. Stomps his feet to let him know he's not done. Braindead letting him know he's always ready. They're going to lock up once more here. Braindead sends him into the corner, follows it up with a big elbow drop. He looks to help him to his feet. Looks like he's going to send him into the corner once more. Oh, and a nice head kick. Sends him down. He's going to go to the top. We're going to see those 630s early. No, big body splash. Rey smartly rolling out of the way there. They're quick, but you almost got to be quicker than that. He's going to send him in the ropes here. Braindead catches him. No. Rey reverses it. Pop-up powerbomb. He's going to look for a cover. 1, 2. Braindead kicking out. Seems like Rey has the advantage here on the offensive side. See if he can continue it. Hits him with a nice drop kick. Lays him down in the middle of the ring. Helps him to his feet one more. Locks him up. What's he looking for here? Mexican Destroyer. Folds up Braindead like an accordion as he holds on to the rib cage there. Explosive moves. What's Rey got in mind here? He's going to pick him up once more for a power bomb. Braindead manages to fire out, or fight out, I should say. Fires out, gets him with the Hurricane Rana. Maybe to shake off that head kick and that Mexican Destroyer he received earlier. It's going to help Rey to his feet. Hits him with the recoil. Over the ropes. Looks to the top. Is it time? Looks like he's going for it. And there it is. That 630 senton. Looks for the immediate cover. 1, 2, 3. And Braindead's going to move on with that impressive 630 senton. He was able to kick out of that initial offense Rey put up. Found himself over there in the corner and was able to hit that recoil that he calls brain splatter. Rightfully so. And then having the wherewithal to instantly hop over the ropes, climb to the top and hit that 630 senton, or as he likes to call misfire, to help secure that victory. Where he'll move on to the next round of this Y-Fly division with the likes of Mr. Memo. And they'll wait to see who they face in the next round. As next up, we'll see a battle of unity in our dual band division, and you'll see exactly what I mean when this one kicks off. Dragons facing Dead Meat. You got Jackson there on the left and his brother June on the right. Twins. Another brother tag team we have here in the DWE universe, which we saw the Bowen brothers advance earlier tonight in our opening contest of the evening. Last week we had Next to None, which was another brother tag team. They unfortunately came up short in trying to advance in this dual band division. They squared off against Caskets of Sorrow. And then we had our other first round matchup in the dual band division where Rhythm and Booze was successful in defeating Saved by the Bell. But like I said, this match is going to display unity, you know, between the two brothers that have phenomenal chemistry, and then the team that they will be facing in Cadaver and Corpse. As we see the lights shut off here, as these two make their entrance. It's almost a two bodies, one mind type situation that you're going to see here.
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 376 pounds, Corpse and Cadaver are dead meat.
You have Corpse there wearing the tie and his Sunday best, followed in tow by Cadaver. Those menacing stares. I think it goes without saying they're men of few words. They look to stare down the dragons who are waiting in the ring for this contest. I mean, I know what's going through my mind as I sit in the safety behind these monitors. I can only imagine what it'd be like to have these two walking towards the ring at you, as we begin to see a little bit of emotion there out of Cadaver. Corpse just kind of stares at him. And I'll be honest, I don't know where we dug these guys up from. I mean, both figuratively and literally, looking like they just crawled out of some hole. We're gonna stare around menacingly. We get a shot here of this DWE universe showing out in full effect for our second ever show of DWE Mainframe. Looks like we have GX Sun started off against Cadaver. Cadaver gonna bend an arm, and I don't know what that is. I don't know what to make of that. Looks like GX Sun doesn't either. Tags in the older brother June, who takes a look at that situation. He's going to tag GX Sun right back in. You got this, younger brother, and there he comes across the ring. Luckily, GX Sun able to catch him and drop him on his face for an improvised DDT. He's going to lock up with him again, send him here into the corner. Now he's going to tag him in. Go ahead. Take care of him now that I softened up for you. They flip him over, slam him on his back. Stiff kicks to the chest. Pop some life into these corpses and cadavers, if you will. He celebrates, and just like that, Cadaver, I said it, sprung some life into him. He's going to roll him over. Oh my goodness, and just drive those headbutts into his skull. Follow it up with some rapid punches. Cadaver's going to lock up with him here and send him into the corner. Drop him onto his back as he stalks and hits him with a tough knee to the side of the head. Going to pick him up here, and what's he got in mind? He's going to throw him back into his own corner towards Corpse. Going to walk him in there. He's going to tag in Corpse, and there he is, almost passing that emotion and mental thought through the hands to Corpse there as he climbs the top rope. What's he got in mind? It looks like a big DDT there from Corpse, maybe to send some payback for that DDT earlier that Cadaver received, as Corpse drops a headbutt there on June. Proceeds to spit out some sort of mist. June wisely rolling out of the way, hits him with a stiff elbow. Rolling heel kick. June getting some life back into him. That headbutt might have woke him up. Tags in GX Sun. Comes flying across the ring with a flying elbow. Nice smack to the back there. Double underhook suplex. GX Sun attempting to fire him up as Corpse crawls to make an attempt. And this is odd. Wasn't expecting this, to see the Dragons here kind of playing with these bodies, so to speak. Gets him up to his feet. Their corpse reaches out to him. Maybe some sort of form of intimidation. Doesn't look like Jack Shun's buying it this time. He was ready last time, and Corpse says, you know what? How about a headbutt? How about two? And how about a jumping third? And I could hear that smack up here. Now picks him up to his feet. And he gives him one more driving headbutt to the chest. He'll look to whip him into the ropes here and hits him with a big spear. Again, Corpse finding life as he proceeds to crawl over his body. And what's this sick man got in mind now? More headbutts. Jack Shun's got to do something here. Corpse brings him to his feet. Looks like he's going for it. He calls that the burial rites. As he drives him into the mat. Stands over top looking at him. I don't know if that was the wisest move. Because there goes June with a shot to the back. He tries to repay the favor. He kicks June to the mat. Jack Shun's come back too. Corpse not paying attention. Kick to the ground. Stiff knee to the face. June's going to make his way to the feet on the outside. Climbs back up on the apron. Jack Shun's got him up. Dragon's fall. Tags in brother June. He's going to step out, let him get into the action. June's going to help Corpse to his feet. Locks up with him. Sends him into the corner. Instantly runs over, spears Cadaver. Back to the opposite corner for a heel kick. Drops him in the center of the ring. He's fired up. Corpse still managing to find his way to his feet. Dragon's breath. That looping palm strike right there, dead in the middle of the ring. Speaking of which, on the outside of the ring, I don't know that Cadaver's going to get in to make this save. And there it is. Dragons win, defeating Dead Meat. They will move on in this dual band tournament. And the mistake's got to come when Corpse decides to keep the fight going in the corner of the Dragons. Crucial mistake. It cost him the match. And that'll conclude the first round matchups for our dual band division. The next round will feature Rhythm and Booze, Caskets of Sorrow, the Bowen brothers, and the Dragons. But next, we're going to get back into the Y-Fly division. Braindead won his match earlier tonight. Last week, Mr. Memo secured his victory. Next up, Nixis Corvix will take on Jonah Yoder to see who moves on in the Y-Fly division.
Coming to the ring, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighing 189 pounds, Nixis Corvax.
And this Romanian just screams aura. He is definitely certified. This man, Nixis Corvix, is actually a product of CCE. So if you aren't familiar, get familiar. They put out great work over there at CCE. So hashtag CCE. We've worked with them in the past. Love to work with them again in the future. Only time will tell. Now, Nyxus has been known to work a little stiff, but more so where he excels in the ring is his holds. His ability to lock in a sleeper hold from basically any angle at any given time is where he really sets himself apart. He's somewhat of a submission specialist. His technical prowess is unmatched. He's probably the best technical wrestler we have on the roster. For sure in the Y-Fly division. That's not to say he can't move. He is quick, but that's what he brings to the table.
pounds, Jonah Yoder.
And as you can see, Jonah Yoder wasting no time making his way to the ring. He, on the other hand, is a high flyer. Straight to business, no nonsense, man a few words. The guy's a worker. In the ring, out the ring, it does not matter. This guy is a worker. And this is probably the first real matchup in the Y-Fly division that's going to feature two styles that couldn't be further apart from each other. So this will be a fun one to watch. Nice stare down there by Jonah. Nixis goes firing across the ring and lands that forearm. That might have been what we saw Matt try to do earlier. We saw, I believe it was Cadaver try to do it earlier, and there's another flying forearm. Both of their attempts were unsuccessful. Maybe they should take notes here from Nixis. And a big jumping headbutt. Nixis lands it. He's fired up. Proceeds to wrap around the backside of him here. He gets him in some sort of chicken wing lock. Flips him over into a face buster. Pumping himself up to the crowd, but wasting little time there. Jonah Yoder pops to his feet and hits him with a head kick. Maybe to try to express some offense of his own as he sends him into the ropes. Big clothesline. So look for here as he puts that boot right on the forehead of Nixis. Lands a forearm to the top of the head. Attempt to slow down this fast-paced offense. Gonna be honest, I expected that more out of Jonah than I did Nixis, but Jonah sends him into the ropes, pops him up with a headbutt. These boys are just trading headbutts back and forth. Who's gonna come out on top? Nixis leans against the ropes. Jonah ducks under, follows him. Big clothesline, sends him flipping sprawled out into the middle of the ring. Jonah's gonna climb to the top here. Follow it up with a big elbow drop, but he misses. Nixis wisely moving out of the way and sends him a flying forearm. Now Nixis is going to spring to the top. What's he got in mind? Inverted 450 splash. He's going to instantly go for the cover. We got 1, 2. Kick out by Jonah Yoder. I don't know where he found it. I don't know what to think. I expected fast pace from one and kind of more technical from the other, but it seems to be just fast pace all around here as Nixis sends Jonah right back into the corner. He's going to lift him up to the top. I don't know what kind of plans he's got up there. It looks like he's going to send him up for some sort of avalanche suplex. Jonah kind of squirming out of it. Pulls out the leg. Nixis flies off the turnbuckle. Rises to his feet. Monkey flip from Jonah Yoder. Jonah Yoder's going to head back to the top. Look to now land a big body splash, and what he does, and he's instantly going to go for the cover. 1, 2, and almost 3. A big kick out by Nixis. Jonah stares in shock. Finally seeing some emotion from the young man. Jonah brings him to his feet. Kick to the gut. Goes up for some sort of modified powerbomb out of the suplex position. Fans showing their appreciation. They lock up one more. Sends him into the ropes, ducks under, snap suplex. Driving him onto the back. What's Jonah got in mind here? He's going to pick him up to his feet once more. They lock up. Kick to the gut. Has him up in a suplex position. Nixis wiggles out of it. Nixis attempts to give him that modified facebuster again from the double underhook position. Looming over, he lets him rise to his feet. Stiff shot to the face. Here it is. He looks like he's got locked in. That's the Stange sleeper. He's got him. I don't know. This might be it. I don't know if Jonah's got enough in him left to fight out of this one. Fans attempting to rally behind him. Pries away the arm. Jonah hits him with a stiff elbow. 2 stiff elbows. Rolls out. Both men back to their feet now. They're going to lock up. Jonah, kick to the gut. Looks like he's going to pick him up here. Suplex slam into an armbar. And I did not see this coming, I tell you what. Jonah being technical was not on my bingo card. Grabs the opposing wrist. Looks to be bloody. Oh, and he snaps the arm back. That was a nasty sound. Jonah's going to pick him up one more. Attempt to move the back for a single chicken wing. receives an elbow for his troubles. A shot from Nixis, looks to lock in that Sangay sleeper again. He's got him down. He's too far away from the ropes. I don't know if he's going to get out of this one. That elbow to the face really rocked him. He's got him. It's locked in deep. And there it is. Jonah taps. That's it. Ref calls for the bell. Nixis will move on along with Braindead and the aforementioned Mr. Memo. I did not expect that. I mean, the technical prowess at the end came through, but I expected the high pace, fast intensity from Jonah Yoder. Either way, Nixis picks up an impressive victory in a back and forth contest. He'll find himself in the next round. To take nothing away from Jonah Yoder, that was impressive to say the least. He fought out of that first Sangay sleeper, but that second one paired with the elbow just proved to be too much. So congratulations to Nixis as we move into our final match of the evening, which will be in the mainstream division where Hamza Al-Sariq will take on Peter's Rottentail.
Underway, first to the ring. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall. He weighs in at 264 pounds. He's the last lion, Hamza Al-Sariq.
He is the oil drill, the last lion, Hamza Al-Sariq. Possibly looking to add another title to that name, figuratively and literally. Oh, what it would be to be able to call yourself the first mainstream champion for digital wrestling entertainment. That journey for him here starts tonight. But it will be a tall order. By no means a small individual himself. His opponent tonight stands almost 7 feet tall. The last line's going to need every bit of that 6'5" frame to take down this tall order set before him here on his journey to, like I mentioned, reach the mountaintop. A mountaintop that if you've been with us since the beginning, you know Buck Dumont has already laid claim to the top of. He picked up a big victory last week over Crixus Rex to move on in this tournament. Here he comes, the Energizer Bunny of Death, so to speak. Don't let those ears fool you. I want to talk about all business, all power, all levels of mean. This man right here. He's going to also look to claim his final resting spot, top of the mountain. That, in the words of Buck Dumont, belonged to him. Also moving on in that tournament was the Cody Caminos, who initially had squared off against Cyrus Crowley. Cyrus Crowley had that match well in hand, but Cyrus is a whole nother individual, and for whatever reason decided to pull out a chair and beat the living hell out of Cody Caminos further than he had already done in the match. Got himself disqualified, which thus moved Cody Caminos on. As both men look to square each other up in this main event matchup of Upload 2 DWE Mainframe. A couple intense stare downs. Hamza coming out firing, and in several shots gets pushed away. Rottentail is going to return the favor. Some punishing blows. That one drops into his knee, into a sliding knee. Looking like Rottentail getting the upper hand of that exchange. But it's going to take more than that to keep Hamza down as he lands some shots. Peter lands some shots. Hamza lands some shots. Looks like they're going to trade here a little bit. Back and forth. He catches that one. Lands two more on him. Hamza doesn't go down. He throws a stiff one. Shakes it off. He catches a punch. Hamza's going to land some more. Peter throwing a couple back. They're just trading blows here tonight, boys. Fans showing their appreciation. Still landing stiff blows. Both men gouged to the eyes there. Looks like Hamza gets the upper hand. Lands a big drop kick that sends the big man to the mat. They lock up, and Hamza throws him into the corner. Looking to line him up, and he lifts a stiff knee right into the side of his head. Points to the sky as the last line comes out on top of that exchange. He's going to help Peters to his feet once more, and then lay him back down with another big drop kick. He's going to send him into the corner. Lock up with him and just drive some feet right into the chest. He's fired up. He's feeling it, as he should be. This main event matchup. In the opposite corner, lands a big drop kick. Peters using the ropes to climb to his feet here. Big clothesline sends him crashing to the outside. I said he'd have to use all 6'5" of that frame to handle the big man. Throws his fist up to the crowd. He's feeling it. Makes his way over. Peters meets him there, pulls the feet out, drops him down to the mat. Maybe a little bit too much showboating from Hamza. Let Peters kind of recruit himself. Throws him into the steel steps. Peters getting the upper hand of that exchange. Telling him to get up to his feet. The Energizer Bunny of Death. Picks him up in a power bomb position. He's going to walk him around. Slams him off the fence. I could hear it from up here. His head cracked off the fence. Helps Hamza to his feet. He's going to throw him back into the ring. Peters now well in control of this match. Driving stiff punches into the face. Slams his head off the mat. Rising in pain is the last lion. He's helped back to his feet. Into the ropes. Shot to the stomach. Followed up by a couple more punches. He's going to pick him up. Big back body drop. Peters is feeling it. He's got a goal tonight too. Looks like he's going to send him hard into that turnbuckle. As he drops down, Peters going to give him a stomp and now put that big size 18 right to the chest of Hamza. Crowd trying to rally behind Hamza, it looks like. Or sounds like, I should say. They lock up once more. Peters looks like he was going to pick him up, but Hamza flips him back over. Hamza getting the upper hand. Those cheers might have been enough to fire him up. The last lion sizes him up. Drops a big knee right into the forehead of Peters. It's going to help him up to his feet here the rest of the way. Nice front face drop. Hamza sizes him up here. What's the last lion got in mind? He kicks him in the stomach. Bounces off the ropes. Dune Crusher. That's got to be it. Not sure why he's not going for the cover. Again, these guys know more than I do. He's going to lock up with him once more. Leans him against the ropes. Sends him another clothesline that puts him on the outside. Showing his appreciation to the crowd for firing him up. Cyrus Crowley's hopped the fence. What is he doing here? He slides into the ring. He's got chair in his hand. Cracks it on the back of the skull of Hamza Al-Sariq. 2 more shots for his trouble. He's raining down chair shots. He drops the chair. What is this man doing? He was not scheduled to be here tonight. He picks Hamza up and slams him in the middle of the ring. Leaves a path of destruction. He exits. Walks out, looks to the crowd. This man is unstable. He was not scheduled to be here tonight. All of a sudden he hopped the fence. Hamza had this well in hand. And like I said, he enters the ring with a chair. Just rains down chair shots. Hamza laying in the ring motionless. He left Cody Caminos the same way last week, and you gotta think this kind of stems from that incident. Crowd left in shock. I'm left in shock. Not sure what to think as he stands at the top of the rampway looking at the destruction he's caused. But that's going to be all for tonight. Please, if you've enjoyed the show, find us again next week. Do me a favor, call your mother, tell you love her. I'm Automatic, and this is DWE Mainframe.